Now, as we await the second match, we have a moment to reflect that this is the year in which so much attention has suddenly been paid to women's tennis, and it's fitting that it comes in this particular year, the 25th anniversary of the most significant year in the history of women's tennis, 1973, a year which revolved largely around the activities of our Billie Jean King. For more, here's Frank Deford.
Had better years competitively than Billie Jean King did in 1973. She had better years herself. But did any athlete anywhere ever accomplish so much in a year as she did in that one 25 years ago? It was simply amazing.
Now this is enough to curl your hair. 7 years was a wacko, crazy time for me, but many things did come to fruition because of that year that were very important.
Everybody remembers the Bobby Riggs match, of course, in the Battle of the Sexes. That was D-Day for women. But at the same time that she was practicing for that match, Billie Jean was also, incidentally, molding a new face for tennis and for women's sports.
People don't realize what else was going on that year for me. We formed the Women's Tennis Association the day before Wimbledon started. We were forming World Team Tennis during '73. We were forming the Women's Sports Foundation in '73. It was also the pivotal year for all of the women to come under the same umbrella, the Virginia Slims Tour.
And oh, by the way, she also won the Wimbledon triple, singles, doubles, and mixed, something nobody's done in the quarter century since then.
Billie Jean King, in many people's eyes for many years, was Wimbledon, and the two of them, Wimbledon and Billie Jean, just got along.
Moreover, Billie Jean accomplished her triple in a year made even crazier by the men's boycott, which took almost all of the best male players out of Wimbledon, thereby attaching even more prominence and pressure to the women's competition.
We are professional athletes with a mind of our own. You know, you're born of a free will. You can play or you cannot play.
When I talked to Arthur and I talked to some of the other male players and said, do you want me to try to get the women organized and support you in your boycott effort at Wimbledon, they said, absolutely not. And I said, well, then guess what? You've just made us the stars of Wimbledon.
As extraordinary as her athletic accomplishments were, though, King may be proudest of all of the sturdy legacies she left for women athletes that year, as she forged the formation of the Women's Tennis Association.
I go over to Betty Stove, who we call Dutch Shoes. I go, Betty, lock the doors. Do not let anyone out until this meeting is finished. We're either going to have a Women's Tennis Association or we're never going to have one.
Men saw what Billie Jean alone did for the game of tennis, but she was a spokesperson for all sports, you know, not just tennis. I think she just always encouraged young girls just to get out there and, you know, fulfill their potential and set goals and reach for their dreams.
Looming in the background was the best chauvinist pig of all time, Bobby Riggs.
The male is king, the male is supreme. I said it over and over again. I still feel that way. Girls play a nice game of tennis for girls.
Ironically, Riggs had also won the Wimbledon triple in 1939, cashing a huge bet on the parlay. But now, on another hustle, he'd beaten Margaret Court in straight sets in what was deemed the Mother's Day Massacre, obliging King to step forward to defend the honor of womankind.
I knew that it was about social change. It wasn't about a tennis match. I knew that it would trigger the emotions of people about their sexuality, about equality, about everything, about their lives. And the ironic part, the thing that I thought was so wonderful, though, is it really brought both genders together, and they had a common ground.
Billie Jean routed Bobby, and as much as a hoot and a hype that much of it was on the surface, the subtext was serious and sustaining. Many sports figures have exploited their celebrity to advance some cause. Fair enough. But Billie Jean King improved sports itself. And with that, she improved our larger world. What a lady. 1973 was the shiniest jewel in that necklace of years that was her career. And the most precious sparkle of all came exactly 25 years ago this week, when she won everything before her at Wimbledon. Bobby Riggs should have known right then he didn't have a prayer.
Billie Jean King then, and we bring you back with another look at Billie Jean King now. Mary Carillo, give us your perspective on what 1973 meant to the sport, what Billie Jean's activities meant to women's tennis.
I say it all the time, Billie Jean King invented my life. I grew up thinking she was amazing, and she was my hero, and everything that I've ever gotten to do, I did because of her, and I mean it, and she knows how much I mean it.
Martina?
Thank you.
Your chance to say the same thing.
Well, the best part about having a hero is when that hero ends up being a better human being than a hero.
And certainly she's proven that to all of us.